What can you guys? What do you guys think it's gonna be about? Yeah. Flute player. Okay. Yeah.
Flute player that attracts rabbits.
Okay, let's start and we'll read. So I'll start us off and we're gonna popcorn read, okay? So make sure you guys are paying attention. The Flute Player and the Rabbit by Dina McLennan. Beyond the Mountains, Chapter 1. Once there was a widow who had only one son. The widow and her son lived a simple life. Popcorn page.
They tended to their garden and cared for their animals. They would sit.
Chop.
They chopped wood and hunted. In the evenings, they would sit cross-legged in front of their hut, taking in the beautiful landscape. They were grateful for the gifts that nature had given them.
Good. So that one word that was in the first sentence, widow. Do any of you guys know what that means? Yeah.
Her husband died.
Her husband died. So from that first paragraph, what's the story going to be about? You guys think? By looking through text evidence.
Maybe her son might become a flute player.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to figure out what the rabbit is later. But good. So you can continue reading popcorn and off opinion.
The mother taught her son the secrets of their people. She taught him how the turtles can signal an approaching storm. How wildflowers can cure illness, and what each phase of the moon means. For a long time, mother and son were very content.
Good. What's content?
Happy.
Good. So, what you guys just read, what do you think is the widow and the boy's background? Where do you think they're from? You can look at the picture, look at the illustration. Yeah?
Like Colorado, where there's like mountains.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And where do you think they're, do you guys have an idea?
I think it might be in some other country, like not Australia. I forgot the name, but it has really pretty maps.
Mm-hmm. It's in the United States. I could see how you could kind of think it would be like South America or something.
Or it could be California.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, give you an idea.
They kind of live a lonely life as a Native American.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
So
what I was looking for. Yes, they are Native Americans because
I kind of looked at
you can tell how
The dress.
how they have beliefs that like the turtles can signal an approaching storm, and like I don't think you guys cure your sicknesses with wildflowers, do you? No. So that's kind of part of their culture.
kind of like flared thing.
Uh-huh. All right, let's continue. What's popcorn? So,
As the son grew older, however, he felt the need to roam. Most days he would ride along the dusty trails far beyond the village. We would sit on a hill and watch the sun drop behind the mountains, tall and majestic and seeming to be forever out of reach.
yeah.
I don't know if that's a horse. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's a horse. Kind of looks like Ardea's turtle or frog.
I think it looks like an anteater.
All right. Yeah.
What, to read?
Hmm?
Oh. What is life like on the other side of the mountains? He wanted to find out, but his mother had told him once that it was better to cross the mountains. So the boy never did, but he was curious. One morning, while his mother was still asleep, the boy decided to go exploring. He quietly untied his horse and galloped across the windy plain. During the long
Journey?
he was soaked by rain and chased by wolves, but he refused to give up. He would not stop until he had the other side.
The other side.
Well, that shows
You guys see any cause and effect sort of thing going on in the first chapter? Yeah? What was it? What did you see?
That her mom wouldn't let him.
Mm-hmm.
The cause and effect that he went over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
I think since he was curious, he went over it.
Good. So, you guys have been talking about cause and effect for a long time, right? So the cause is that he has a desire to roam, right? He's curious, and the effect is he left. So you guys can kind of relate this to your own life, right? When your mom tells you not to do something, you usually want to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, now I'm tempted to do
My
it.
mom told
So-
me not to get a cupcake this week.
All right,
I
chapter.
sneak food sometimes.
When I'm
All right, let's get back to this. Chapter 2, the enchanted flute. Who has it read? Sarah, you haven't read, have you?
When the boy crossed the mountain, he looked around and stared up his eyes. It was another world. It was a world of green pastures, creeping lakes, grass growing on the night trees, and rolling hills and sweet breezes. And never before he had seen such a sailor in the flesh. There among the walls and the burrows, eagles that slithers and animals that red earth stone beneath his feet, clothes and Columbus was everything was perfect. This was
So what's scampered and burrowed? You guys heard those words before? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like,
like a
if someone says
squirrel.
scurry across, it means they usually hurried. Like spiders scurry away.
And he's like squirrel like running across.
What about burrowed?
Like dip back
Dig
a hole.
on the ground.
Like prairie dogs burrow in holes and rabbits.
some courage.
All right, next page. Chapter 2.
When the boy finally returned home, his mother was waiting for him outside the hut. As soon as she saw him, she knew that he was gone. The look in his eyes told her that he'd been to the other side of the mountain. She knew that he would want to go back, for it was right for that the boy should go out.
Or it was right.
For it was right that a boy could go out to the world. A mother who loves her son should to protect her son from harm. She made him a headdress from singing birds.
Of singing birds? It's of singing birds.
Of singing birds. Then she handed him a simple wooden flute. This may look like an ordinary flute, but not. Go on. Play. I don't know how to play.
What does it mean the look in his eyes told her that he'd been to the other side of the mountain? How does a look in your eyes do anything when you're reading a story? Yeah?
Well, it's like saying like a look in it.
It's really, this is deep thinking, really deep thinking, yeah.
So it's like when you're lying. If somebody's lying to you, you can see it in their eyes. They're like, you're like a
And your mom says, girl, you know you did, you know, right? It's like,
Kind of look
little
down.
buddy, I know you're lying, get the candy out of your pocket, right?
It's like they look at you like, I'm lightning eyes.
Right, so in here, what does the look in his eyes told her that he'd been to the other side of the mountain? Was he like blissful? Was it like a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, probably to his mother, it was probably a bad thing because he said
Oh.
it was dangerous.
Oh,
But he wanted to travel. He wanted to.
so to him it was good, to her it was bad.
Yeah, it's like saying you could see the guilt.
Good. Very good thinking. Good.
And through the text evidence, you also see how he described the land as beautiful, cloudless blue sky.
It's like a whole page.
You can look back at the whole page.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Describes the setting.
describing like
Yeah.
how life is good there.
All right. Next page. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's still a huge city.
Its tune was like a soft breeze floating through the air, and carried that on that breeze was a flock of birds. Birds flying around the forest, singing their own beautiful music. When they were done, they vanished into the forest heavens.
So it
Okay.
does attract animals.
So from what you guys read in this chapter so far, the Enchanted Flute is the chapter, right? So what kind of story is this? I think this is
Make believe.
make believe,
The flute really
fiction,
doesn't
right?
do that.
Do you know what? I'm looking for a certain word. Do any of you guys know what it is? It's fiction, but
Science.
no,
No.
it's. Have you guys ever heard of something called a folktale?
Oh,
Yeah. So it's kind of based on their culture. So this could be like a story that Native American told to their child. So, because you can tell, because there's no such thing as enchanted flutes, right? So it's
No
kind of like
such
a
thing as like a different world on the same like world.
Yeah.
So
I think what it means like different
yeah, but like
worlds, not it's like
a different country.
It's not familiar.
it looks way different from
And what do you think the mother's feeling right now for herself? You think she's kind of worried?
Or
Like, just in case he's like,
Maybe a little mad.
But why would she give her? Why would she give him the flute then?
say,
calm him down maybe and make
no, I know.
or get his mind off something. Or maybe
Because the-
since there's birds and pretty stuff over there, he wants that flute brings all the stuff over here.
No, I was gonna say
Maybe. Let's keep reading. We'll look at that.
say like the animals would keep him safe. But
Good prediction. All right. Next page. Yep. Road. Good. So what's the cause and effect now?
He left everything behind.
Well, maybe not the cause.
Because since he went back there, he was tempted to go again.
I was thinking maybe that the cause could be, since his mother knows he's going to go back, you know, and the fact is she gave him the enchanted flute. So, yeah, exactly. So I'll start this part. Chapter 3. If you are ever in trouble. After days of riding, the boy finally reached the land beyond the mountains. Once there, he did not know where to go. He decided to keep riding and see where his fortune would lead him. After a while, he came to a blue lake among tall grasses. Suddenly, exhausted, he threw down his things. He had had nothing to eat all day. He stared into the lake, but he could not see any fish. Even if he could, it would do no good. He had no net to catch them with. Just then, his mother's words came back to him. If you're ever in trouble, play the flute. So, alright. Popcorn, Peyton.
Slowly the boy pulled out his flute. He put it to his lips and began to play. Soon he felt the softest of breezes brush his face, and a chorus of birds began to sing, even more sweetly than before. When they were finished, they vanished into the boy's
Headdress.
Suddenly, the lake began churning. It heaved in upward and whirled around in crazy circles. Then it burst open, spewing out 100 tiny fish that flew through the air and landed at the boy's feet.
Alright. Without looking at the thing on the bottom, what can you guys look through when you're looking back? Text difference. What do you think spewing means?
Well, shooting out.
Kind of shooting out.
Like a hose when water comes out like that, like a ton just coming at a time.
Yeah. So if something's spewing out, it's falling out, right? It's pouring. So like, you poke a hole in a glass of water, the water spews out, right? Good. All right, next page. Yep, cool.
The boy was amazed to see many fish, but his mother had taught him never to take more than he needed. The boy chose the biggest fish and threw the others back. Then he went around gathering sticks for a fire. When the fire was nice and crackly, he roasted the fish and ate his fill. After the meal, the boy wrapped up his flute, picked up his belongings, and was soon on his way. He had no idea he was being watched.
Turn your head away.
Something was lurking in the tall grass and had seen everything.
All right. So what's lurking mean?
Like spying
Kind of.
Staying low, but
Yeah.
if you're playing,
Kind of sneakily looking
you're
at
like
something.
playing your mom's friend's birthday party,
Mhm.
and then your mom's like cracking, like listening or like
listening to like
Yeah,
what
like
you
you're
like.
looking through your presents
Good.
for Christmas.
I do that too.
So,
I did too.
what was the cause for the boy to only take as much fish as he needed? You guys think, using cause and effect? What was the cause? The effect was taking only his fill for the fish.
And Kyle was remembering that his mom
His mom told him. Right. Good. And so has the boy's life changed since he left home?
Yeah.
Kind of like my life would change, right? So right now I'm under my parents' roof. I'm gonna be independent next year. Yeah, so that's kind of what he's going through. So,
All right.